draft expert here, Jake Stover, with us. Talking football. We're getting back to the. We left off with the 10th pick, and now I'm gonna kind of drop out of the discussion and let Jay and Jake talk about what they think is going to happen. We're up to the number 11 pick, Tennessee Titans. Who you got? What do you think?
I've got cornerback Justin Gilbert. They lost Burner. Not a lot of depth there at corner, and obviously, I think it's gonna be something on defense. But I'm saying Justin Gilbert.
See, I like Darquez Denard this pick. I love for them to drop the Bengals, but I don't see it happen. So this, I think I'm with you. I think they're gonna go because once again in their division they have to go.
Yeah.
You know, when you have Andrew Luck and the Colts, and then you have Andre Johnson,
Houston. Yeah.
Houston. I mean, you have to be able to defend.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good pick.
All right, number 12, New York Giants.
Tackle Taylor Lewan. Offensive line help. They were horrible last year.
Yeah.
I think Anthony Barr, offensive or outside linebacker. That's a good pick for them.
Yeah. So with their losing Hakeem Nicks and all that, you know, you guys don't see wide receiver help or anything
I think they'll go for that later on.
later on.
It's a deep draft for wide receivers.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, back with their second pick, number 13, the St. Louis Rams.
I've got this where they take that secondary help we talked about. Clinton Dix.
This is where I see them picking up Eric Ebron. Tight end.
Tight end help.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Got number 14, Chicago Bears.
Aaron Donald, defensive tackle. I mean, they lost Henry Melton, and they really don't have. I mean, they got Jay Ratliff. They picked up from Dallas last year. We really don't know what he's going to do. And Donald's one of those guys who plays. It's a little bit of a smaller D tackle, but they've got that Stephen Paya, the bigger D tackle. So he's kind of more. I think he can play multiple spots on the defensive line. So I think that's where he fits.
This is where I have Odell Beckham Jr. going. I think their receivers are getting a little long in the tooth. I think they're trying to give Cutler as much help as possible. Yeah, they got an offensive-minded coach, so I think that's where they're going to go. So,
All right.
we just skip this one.
Jay's second favorite team.
Yeah, mine too.
Number 15, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Denard, Dark Boots Denard, right here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, him or Gilbert. I mean, flip flop. It's gonna. If the Steelers don't take a quarterback, finally. I mean, Ike Taylor's garbage. The only reason they've won as much as they have is because Cleveland's quarterback situation sucks, and Flacco's only gotten. He doesn't have a lot of good receivers.
Yeah.
And obviously, Andy Dalton's kind of hot and cold. So I mean, they're going to have to address the cornerback position eventually. When this is their opportunity. If they don't take Denard here or Gilbert, whoever's available, it'll be more of Mike Tomlin tripping people on the sidelines.
I'm going to go with Notre Dame offensive lineman Zach Martin. I think their offensive line's getting a little old. They got to start rebuilding them.
Yeah.
Got all kinds of problems.
Yep.
Pittsburgh's just getting old in general.
Good.
All right, on to another team that we all love.
Mm-hmm.
Number 16, Dallas Cowboys.
This is a no-brainer for me too. I mean, Spencer's gone, DeMarcus Ware's gone, outside linebacker, pass rusher Anthony Barr, UCLA.
I'm going to go with Trey Mason. Woo! Running back for Auburn Tigers.
Wow.
I think they need it. I think they need a running back. He's one of the top ones in the draft.
Yeah.
If not the top. It's Jerry Jones, man. You never know.
Yeah,
That's true.
Go big or go home.
Took a third-round projected center. Took making the first-round pick last year. It worked out for him. Though.
Yeah.
That's a stud. All right, number 17, Baltimore Ravens. very much hated at the table also, but
Mm-hmm. I have Taylor Lewan. I think it's a good pick for them. As much as I like to say it.
Yeah, offensive lineman, I got Lewan's off, the 3 tackles I got are off the board or at the top, so I'm looking at their secondary, safety, somebody to go next to Elam. That's where I got Calvin Pryor going, the safety from, yeah. Secondaries, they need second, it could be a corner too, because I mean, you know, Ladarius Webb was hurt, you know, pretty bad last year, and they really don't have a lot of depth. So I'd say safety or corner, but I'm going to go with Pryor.
all right. On to number 18, the New York Jets.
I have them taking C.J. Mosley. They need help a receiver, but I don't think Rex Ryan takes it.
They just need help.
In general.
Yeah.
Well, they got, you know, one of the butt fumble now, so they got rid of him.
Yeah.
I looked at, I mean, definitely a linebacker they need help with. But I looked at their cornerbacks, and they got Kyle Wilson, the first round draft pick from 010, which we know he sucks. And I think Rex Ryan, might be as good as gone. And then they got D. Milliner, they drafted last year. And what they got projected right now, starting on the other side from Milliner, is not Wilson, but Dimitri Patterson, who is a cast-off from all over the way. So I got them actually taking Bradley Roby from Ohio State at 18. And it's a typical Jets move because even though I'm a huge Buckeyes fan, I think Bradley Roby is hugely overrated. He just killed the Buckeyes last year. Just got manhandled every time they played. But typical Rex Ryan, they'll jump for a guy who he is a hard hitter. He hits hard for a corner. Typical fit for the Jets. I mean, not a bad pick. Just I think there's better corner prospects.
All right. On to 19, Miami Dolphins.
If they don't draft an offensive lineman, I mean, pretty much their entire offensive line is in counseling now, right?
Yeah.
I've got Zach Martin going there. He can also play guard or tackle. So I think that gives him some flexibility there.
That's not Jonathan's cousin, is it?
You know, this is a tough one. I can see. I think they need help with on the defensive front. I think D Ford would be a good pick here.
Somebody to replace Deion Jordan with bus.
All right. I do remember this pick though, because that's where I had Pryor from Louisville going. Number 20, Arizona Cardinals.
This is an interesting pick, and we kind of were talking about this before we started. But I think this is where potentially, if there's one of those 3 quarterbacks or even Carr on the board, the Cardinals might take a really hard look at that because obviously, you know, Stanton, they got Stanton and somebody else behind Palmer, and not the long-term answers.
Probably Jordan Palmer. Who knows?
Yeah, something like that.
He
So
gets
I mean,
his brother jobs.
it could be a quarterback. I could see somebody maybe like Cleveland trying to trade up to 220 to ensure they get a guy like Carr. But as of right now, looking at their defense, I got them down for Coney Healy from Missouri, defensive end. Can play a little bit of outside linebacker pass rush.
Like you said, this is one of those that I think they're gonna take quarterback. I think you almost have to because Palmer's a little long in the tooth. But I can also see this is the point where they could package in a Larry Fitzgerald trade.
All right, number 21, Green Bay Packers.
I'm gonna say Ryan Shazier from Ohio State. I think he'll probably, instead of playing outside, he'll be more slotted inside, probably eventually replacing AJ Hawk.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. That's a good pick. Be a good pick.
Well, that was easy.
Yep.
Number 22, Philadelphia Eagles.
I think it's a tough one, man, because now you got to replace Deshaun Jackson. You know, so I'm going to go with Brandon Cooks.
I've got Marquise Lee. So yeah, same thought process. You just had Lee going earlier in your mock, so yeah, I think it's gonna be a speed guy.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, Brandon Cooks, yeah, he's a little undersized, But
He's taller than Deshaun Jackson, I think, though. Cooks is 5'11". I think Deshaun Jackson was like 5'10", 5'9", 5'10" might be
from
generous.
what I can read is that he had the fastest 40 time during the combine. So I mean that may be the guy that the Raiders take earlier.
Yeah.
You know,
Possible.
4.33 40. So that's
Possible.
pretty.
Wow. All right. 23, Kansas City Chiefs.
The chefs.
This is where I got Brandon Cooks going. I mean, if the Chiefs don't do something next to Dwayne Bowe and McCluster's gone, he went to Tennessee, so, I mean, they've got to do something at wide receiver. Absolutely. I mean, they got Donnie Avery. That's who's playing across from Dwayne Bowe right now.
I could see him taking Dante Moncrief here. I think he fits the role of a Andy Reid type wide receiver. I think it'd be a good spot for him.
All right. Should we skip 24?
No.
All right. 24, Cincinnati
Who they?
Bengals. Lead us off, Jay.
You know, I mean,
Your
this is one of those that, I mean, I think they have not glaring needs, but they have needs to address. I think, you know, quarterback, I think a running back, a good size running back, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Gio, but he's so small. But I think their defense, I think their secondary really needs help. And this is where you go, Jason Verrett. Out of TCU, I think he's a smaller guy, but I think he's a good. You know, he played the Big 12, so I think he's used to covering those high profile offenses and stuff. So
Whatever punter's available. I mean, 'cause you guys are breaking jaws and legs falling off.
that was a cheap shot.
Right.
That was a cheap shot.
I agree with it could be secondary, but in my mock, CJ Mosley was still available at 24, which is, you know, obviously he could go off anytime before that, but in the mock I had CJ Mosley at 24. With the way, you know, Ray Malabuga was just, you know, always hurt, and that's an immediate plug and play right there. I mean, you put CJ Mosley in, and they still, because it seemed like to me that Drake Kirkpatrick, you know, he hasn't played well. He started to come on a little bit last year finally. You know, number one pick, 2012. Maybe they'll give him a little bit more time before they draft, you know, another high corner. So yeah, I have CJ Mosley.
I would love to see Justin Gilbert drop to this spot. I would cry a bit. I'd love to see it.
All right, number 25, San Diego Chargers.
Cornerback,
You gotta be.
Kyle Fuller. How do you not?
I think I Bradley Roby.
Yeah.
But I think any quarterback, any cornerback, you just plug and play.
Yep.
That's it. That's what we need.
Kyle Fuller's one of the bigger corners in the draft.
Yeah.
He's over 6 foot. So, I mean, you get a guy's got to, you know, match up against Demaryius Thomas.
Yep.
And the Raiders, I mean, we make jokes on them, but you know they got Rod Streeter and Denarius Moore, both I think like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5",
Yeah.
tall receivers. So I think Kyle Fuller's a good fit there.
All right, the Trent Richardson pick.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Number 26, Cleveland Browns that they got from Indianapolis for the 1 yard gainer Trent Richardson.
Who back when they made that trade in September, I was mad and you were happy.
Yeah.
And now I'm happy and you're mad. That's funny how the
I
NFL
wouldn't
works.
say mad.
You're not as happy as you were in
Yeah.
September.
Oh yeah. I mean numbers look good.
Sure.
Until they don't. All right, who you got?
Derek Carr.
Who are we giving you guys? Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Wow.
I think it's going to be Watkins Carr. I think that's what it's going to equate to.
This is the spot where they should take a quarterback.
Yeah.
This is the one where, yeah, you have the fourth pick and like, oh, you know, the name of Menzel or Bortles.
Yeah.
That's where you need to, you know, no. So what would Kevin Costner do? That's what I gotta ask. So I think Derek Carr would be a good
Don't
choice.
say what did he do.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
spoil it
want
for
to
you.
ruin it.
I mean, I see Derek Carr as, you know, 26, would I prefer to have him in the second round? Yes. Is he going to last the second round? No. Somebody's going to trade up. They didn't get the guy.
Yeah.
But this is a freebie pick.
Right.
This is like
Yeah.
this is like the Rams #2 pick. This is, you know what, whoever you get, it's a freebie.
So was Brandon Whedon. He was our free pick at 22, and look how that turned out. But I think David Carr could be, or Derek Carr, sorry. Derek Carr could be, you know, like we talked about, you know, that Drew Brees, Andy Dalton, kind of later round quarterback that honestly, you know, if you're talking about where you draft him at, you know, he probably has more upside than drafting Bortles, Manziel, or Bridgewater in the top 10, or at number 4. I mean, if he, you know, it's probably not going to be as much pressure for him. And I'm all about giving Brian Hoyer a year or two to see what he's made of, at least a solid year.
I think this would be a good pick for Garoppolo.
Yeah, that too. Good.
You know, I think the kid's got a heck of an arm. He's one of those that, you know, he's not coming in thinking I'm going to start the first year. He's not a Manziel. He's not a Bridgewater. He's not a Bortles. He's Aaron Rodgers. He can sit for 2 years. The Browns system.
The Browns did meet with him. So
Yeah. All right, this is one I've been looking forward to since New Orleans. I mean, they got the high-powered well, they had the high-powered offense. They let Sproles go, which in my opinion was a little weird. But who you guys got? 27 New Orleans Saints.
This is a tough one. I mean, they're so they're one of those plug-and-play offenses that you can pretty much get anybody. So I think they're looking for defense.
Yeah.
So I think this is where Kyle Fuller will go.
I looked at that, and I know a lot of people are talking secondary, but I mean, if you look at, they're talking about, they just signed Champ Bailey, and they got this kid, Corey White, that played a little bit last year, that did really well. So it could be secondary, but they're talking about running more 3 safety sets, which would take that third corner off the board. And they just released Will Smith, and if you look at that other rush, it's got to be a rush outside linebacker.
The Fresh Prince? No, the other Will Smith.
Will Smith, yeah. It's Ohio State Will Smith.
Okay.
They got Paris Harrelson starting across from, you know, Victor Butler and Junior Gillette. So they really don't have a really good, you know, pass rusher. Cam Jordan obviously plays down the D-line. But I got D Ford here from Auburn. I think that'd be a monster fit there. And then, you know, the guys that they're going to be chasing around, you know, the NFC, they got to deal with Russell Wilson, Colin Kaepernick, you know, perennial guys, somebody to chase down the quarterback. I got D Ford there.
All right, we up. Number 28, Carolina Panthers.
I think we both agree they need a wide receiver.
Oh yeah.
You have to go wide receiver. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be too many left here. Kelvin Benjamin, Florida State. He's used to those big arm quarterbacks. I think he can get to the spot where he needs to be at. He had a pretty decent BCS title game, so he went off that. He's, you know, good size, 6'5". That's tallest big.
Yep.
So I think that'd be a good choice.
Yeah, I think of all the teams in the draft, they worked themselves into a position where they must draft wide receiver. They have to draft need. I think it's going to be Odell Beckham. It'll be Beckham or Benjamin. I agree, but I got Beckham.
Benjamin kind of reminds me of Jimmy Graham. He's fast. He can play. You know, he's big enough for wide receiver.
Yeah.
But he's also big enough for tight end.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a good choice.
All right. Yeah, this was.
This is John.
I really don't care who
John's favorite right here.
Just say the names and let's move on.
New England
29
Patriots.
New England Patriots.
I think you have to go tight end here.
Why?
Well, because, you know, yeah. I mean,
They can't recruit out of some block.
Aaron Hernandez has not walked through that door. I'll tell you that right now. Jason Morrow, Texas Tech. That'd be a good pick.
I haven't taken D tackle Lewis Nix. Wolfork's probably about done. You know, they did get him re-signed. They were struggling the last 2 years to find D tackle help. I mean, they even made a crazy trade for 5th round pick for that Siglia guy from Panthers or somebody, wherever they got him from. And I think Lewis Nix is on there. That fits the kind of Bill Belichick, you know, how he would draft. But it definitely could be tight end. But I got Lewis Nix.
All right, number 30, the 49ers.
Looks like they might need a quarterback. Keep it his pants. You know what I mean? I think you go defense there. I think you have to keep up. The Niners are building themselves to keep up with Seattle. So pretty much whatever Seattle does, whatever the Niners do here, you can do the opposite of what Seattle's going to do.
Yeah.
If they go defense here, Seattle's going offense.
Yep.
So I like Teddy Jernigan. I think he's a big body. He's huge. So I think this will that'd be a good size for him right here. What 6'2", 299. He's pretty decent speed, 506. So he ran great in the BCS auto game though. So
Yeah. I'm looking at it like I see need at cornerback. They lost Carlos Rogers. They lost was it Terrell Thomas. Both of them went to Oakland. I'm not sure that there's a top flight corner left at this spot. But I have him right now taking Lamarcus Joyner from Florida State. He's smaller, but he can play the nickel. For him, I think there's other guys that play on the outside, but it could also be. You look at wide receiver. It could also be because I still have Kelvin Benjamin available. You think about a Benjamin Sherman matchup. A bigger receiver. Anquan Bolden's obviously getting a little bit older. They did get him re-signed, but he's a year or two left, maybe 3 tops. And they're outside of him and Crabtree, there's really not a lot of depth there. So it could be Benjamin, with the idea of Calvin Benjamin in the corner against Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
Does that change the Super Bowl? If we go to the Super Bowl? I don't know.
Depends on the throw.
It does.
All right. Speaking of Super Bowl, down to the Super Bowl teams. Number 31, Denver Broncos.
This is one of those that I think you're set on offense. So you lose Champ Bailey, so do you cover him immediately, replace him, or do you look for something later round, trying to get value out of the pick? To me, they got to go D-line. I think they need an end. So I like Coney Ely here.
Yeah, I already had Ely off the board, but I agree it's got to be a pass rusher. I got Stephen Tuitt.
All right. And the Super Bowl champs themselves. Number 32, the last pick in the first round, Seattle Seahawks.
I have Calvin Pryor from Louisville. I just think that he's too good to pass up. I haven't. Unfortunately, the guy got overshadowed by Bridgewater his whole career, but I don't think a lot of people like his size as far as the draft goes. So that's where I got him.
I could see them. I think it's going to be a toss-up here between offensive line and wide receiver, and I still have Calvin Benjamin on the board. So Benjamin could go here. They have some speed guys, with Baldwin and Kearse and Harvin, but they don't have the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the tight ends they have, Zach Miller can catch the ball, but he's not a, like you said, Calvin Benjamin's kind of almost comparable to Tony Graham. So I have Calvin Benjamin going there, but it could easily be a tackle. Right now they're projected right tackle is a 7th round draft pick from last year.
It's almost a 2-for-1 with Calvin Benjamin. You almost get a receiver and a tight end.
That's what I'm saying, and then that's gonna put a lot of pressure. I think that works well. Like I said, they got the speed guys. Now they would have a big guy, and if you look at, you're talking about scrambling, with Russell Wilson and just being able to, toss the ball up there and let a guy at 6'5" go up and get it over. Especially if you look at the pick before that, 2 picks before that, the 49ers take in my back draft a 5'8" corner. That's gonna create some issues.
Benjamin is an inch taller than Ebron and 10 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
That tells you the difference in between.
Yeah. He's essentially a tight end.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was our first round. We'll be right back with the discussing what we think our teams are going to do. What we think our teams are going to do and why we're wrong. And what we think they need, what they're probably going to do, what we think they should do. right back after this.